Alrighty, so we have the new Skadi, and I assume there's a banner coming out next week because this is only one of those weird step-up banners. And typically they only do those for 1 week. I just realized that I don't have her Holy Relic registered, so let me go ahead and do that before I forget. That would be bad, but not the first time I've ever done that. She's kind of interesting. She's basically just helping allies use weak point skills. Like, that's basically the biggest thing that I've got out of this. For each applicable ally participating in battle, their attack-related stats are increased by 7%, and their damage dealt with weak point skills is up by 20%, which is pretty big, especially considering we just got LR Brunhild. I'm sure you guys have already seen the unit by now. I was at the beach all week, so when this character came out, I couldn't even record it if I wanted to. Which, to be honest, not a crazy hype unit. I'll be completely fair with you. I tried her out a little bit. I for some reason forgot that the new Hell worked with Ragnarok units, so I did not use that, and that seems to be the way to go. So yeah, if the hero does not have a debuff at the start of the ally's turn, applicable allies have their crit chance increased by 50%, which is kind of nice. When applicable allies use all target skills, that is not an ultimate move. 1 debuff is removed for each debuff removed. Their crit damage increases by 20% up to maximum of 100 or 80%. So obviously LR Brunhild is going to be the shoe-in here. I'm already in Challenger, so I'm not going to expect anything crazy from my matches here. Just kind of want to showcase the unit a little bit, and I haven't used her with Hell, so I think that would be a little bit more interesting anyway. Brunhild does have a weak point, of course. Skadi has a weak point. I thought about trying to use Tyr for his weak point as well, but unfortunately Tyr has aged to the point where he's not going to be meta relevant at all. So yeah, I'm using attack food, by the way, just to see if I can get a little bit more damage out, mainly because I know that with Hell on the field, hopefully they won't be able to completely wipe me. Now that I'm saying that, it does not seem unreasonable for them to just immediately be able to kill somebody off turn 1. So we'll see how that ends up working out for me. Not entirely sure, but hey, we'll see. So her skills are defense-related stat lower. Oh my god. Already. And then she has a weak point skill, of course. So that kills Brunhild. We're off to a bad start. Maybe I do need to use CC food, which is crazy. Oof. The buff removal's kind of insane there as well. That actually messed me up pretty hard, because now Hell's not going to be able to do much because I don't have retrogression on the field, like other than her. That is not good. Let's do this. Damage dealt, or damage lower. I think this is probably going to be a wash. I may just have to go ahead and throw the CC food on, unfortunately, which kind of sucks. Like, I wish I could get away. Ooh, that actually did a lot. I wish I could get away with using that. Okay, that actually did a lot. I'm actually really impressed by that. I don't even remember what I was about to say. Oh, I was going to say, I think it would be way more fun to use interesting foods like attack food or HP food or defense food, even crit food, anything besides CC food or evasion, personally. But it's just not the meta we live in, unfortunately. You have to have a ridiculous account to be able to get away with those and still be able to go first, or have a team that's very proficient at going second. So it just kind of is what it is. Okay. Do I luck out here and keep Sigurd? It does not look like it. I'd have to... Well, it doesn't even matter because Escanor would be able to wreck me on the back end here, plus damage cap on Jinwoo. What a team, by the way. What a team. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, I'm doing one more with attack food. Okay, because, I mean, like I said, I'm already in Challenger. It was crazy that I even went up against a real player right there at the beginning. Anyway. It's technically better to have a debuff on Brunhild whenever I attack with her, so I don't know. I guess technically it would be better to do this, which is probably going to be a bad idea. Using a lot of AoEs right off the bat, especially up against a light Escanor like this, is not great, because if I pop his Final Flames like I just did, we're going to take full damage off of him having 4 stacks, which is not ideal. So I do actually really like this light Escanor. I know I've said it in the past 2 videos, but when I'm not using like a showcase team or anything, I'm using light Escanor, and it's a lot of fun. I actually really like it a lot. Okay, Brunhild's gone. I would say she kind of did her job at this point, so I'm not even gonna like be upset with it. The fact that we're able to at least live with these 2 is decent as well. So let's go ahead and lower stats again, and then let's just do like this maybe. Okay, decent amount of damage there. I mean, obviously Jinwoo didn't take a whole lot, but boom, pretty nice there. Escanor's dead. We do disable Skadi, but not a huge deal. How much is this going to do? Okay, 471. Hey, that's ideal scenario. The fact that he was able to remove the retrogression off of Skadi in the last match definitely hurt me a lot. Okay, what do we got? Oof. These light Escanors, man, they scare me actually. And the fact that she's so much AoE, like this whole team is so much AoE, it does not help me in the slightest. You have, yeah, let's do... Let's lower stats and then do double single target, just to make sure that we don't totally ruin Escanor's HP, and try to make it to where if he uses cards next turn, that would have been really nice if she would have died, but okay. That was kind of impressive. I mean, this guy didn't have like crazy high CC or anything, but that was still impressive. Okay, the damage cap on Escanor is kind of annoying. That's a lot. Okay, going after Skadi's fine. Bot behavior, so it's not really all that... what am I trying to say here? It's not all that surprising. Okay, Brunhild lives, which is nice. I think we can just go ahead and... They all have debuffs on, so... And we have a debuff on Brunhild as well. Do we just triple weak point here? I think I'm going to throw the Hell card out since I have the retrogression for it. Plus it's all AoEs anyway, so it's still going to lower Escanor's stacks, which is nice. Not enough for the damage cap there on the Deanne and King. Not terribly surprising though, considering Deanne and King are a high-level festival character, and Skadi is still running off the original Red Skadi's stats and build. So kind of an older unit as far as stats goes, so that doesn't, you know, like I said, not surprising at all. Might as well give Skadi the kill screen here. 1 stack left on Escanor, nothing big. 172, not terribly great, just because obviously we're in geared PvP. I'll be honest, like, I think I'm using an HP defense set on her, which wouldn't surprise me, because I mean obviously she is a support. Let me double check that. Yeah, and it's not even her gear. I can swap her over. Ooh, should we go attack? I have an attack defense set for her. Let's try that just out of curiosity. That could be kind of fun. Okay, Demon Team is going to be interesting. This could be rough actually because of the breaking the shield, taking the reflect damage off of it. So we're going to lower their stats. We're going to use this to try to break some shield. It did not. Good damage there, but that's all reflect on her. Okay, I think the lifesteal actually ended up giving her most of her HP back, which I'm going to be okay with. We do have a debuff on her now. Okay, that was a lot. Wait, why did he... Well, is it just because she's so weak? Let me see. Because we broke the shield, right? So he shouldn't technically have any of the stacks, right? Yeah, okay. I don't... unless they just went away right there. I don't think he had any of his stacks. They still all have debuffs on. We have a debuff, so let's throw that out. And then we have the retrogression on the field, so we could try to go for the level 2 Skadi card here. If this doesn't already... Oh, yeah, I was going to say, if this doesn't already wipe. Which, this melee's really tanky, so... Okay, 632. Kind of a lot. I mean, you know, it's a bot. And realistically, he most likely would have gone first if he was using CC food and everything, which could have made a big difference. Buff removal there. Yeah, I'm not hating on it. So far, so good. Ooh, okay. Mazzino is always kind of a wild card. I don't love going up against a Mazzino. I am afraid. This is already lowering defense-related stats. Is this even... Is this... It is technically 5% better. Not sure about this, but we're going to go for this. Because I'm hoping this doesn't do... Okay, that's perfect. This should kill him, no problems. Technically, it would have been nice to single target her to be able to not have her full health, so that way the AoEs could hit, but not the worst thing in the world. I mean, the fact that she's got buff removal is definitely going to be a little bit of an issue, so we'll see how that works for me. Okay, single target. That's gonna put me down. Okay, the Tarmy only giving back that much HP is crazy to me. Does kill off Brunhild, but I'm not super upset with that. Let's go ahead and do this maybe? Jinwoo having damage cap could be a bit of a problem. I would really like this to kill Escanor and put him into Final Flame. It does, nice. That way we can at least take one stack off here. I'm a little worried about him, but if... Wait, this isn't going to be able to kill Jinwoo, unfortunately. I am not sure if that dealt damage cap or not. He pulled his ultimate. We're in a really bad spot. Well, actually, is it a really bad spot? Because we still have a retrogression on both. Like, it's going to kill Sigurd, yes. But... well, it gives him the damage cap again, too, which is a big problem, actually. And he's leveling himself up, which is not ideal. He's disabled, though. Let's lower his damage dealt, I guess. And then just use this to set up for defense-related stat lower on next turn, maybe. Just gonna hope that he can't do too much damage while disabled, which I don't know if he can or not. Escanor still being alive is kind of a problem, but there's nothing I could have done about it. The extra doesn't go off, right? Oh, it does. Oh, this is... Okay. And he's not going to be disabled anymore. He still has damage cap? That's wild, dude. I guess we do that. Here's... I doubt he doesn't kill me here. Like, this ultimate would kill him, but... Yeah. Okay. Well, you know, that's just the game you play. That's fair. I mean... man. Unfortunate. Okay, another demon team. Not using new melee, which is kind of interesting. I almost wonder if him not having debuffs on does cuck this team a bit. I guess we're gonna do this. Weaken the shield a little bit. This will break the shield on melee, put a debuff on Brunhild, so that way the weak point does more damage. Okay, outright killing Demon King there is really big for us. Them not having Tarmiel Link is strange. We did give them the Blade of Judgment. I think it's called Blade of Judgment. Okay, that was a lot of damage off of Estarossa. Wasn't quite expecting that. Okay. AoE from melee, maybe? No, okay, just bot behavior. Got it. Okay. Let's see if they still have the defense-related stat lower from Brunhild's passive. Let's just go for the weak points here, because I think we'll be able to kill regardless. Just trying to see how much damage she can deal. 528, not terribly impressive. We're going to kill Chandler here. It does okay. It's not bad, but, I mean, obviously, like I said, she's kind of an old unit. Not great these days. You're really just using her for the passive to make Brunhild go crazy. So, fair enough. I don't know. It's pretty much... I think that's the extent of messing with her, to be honest. I don't think that there's really going to be any other decent teams for her, to be fair, just because a lot of the old Ragnarok units are either old and bad, or like you just need to have Hell's passive for like the survivability of them staying alive on the field. And obviously Brunhild is the go-to DPS to pair with Skadi, so that already takes those two slots. So I don't know. There's probably something you could get away with. Like, it would be awesome to see tier run instead of Hell, but you'd have to have a ton of CC, and I don't know. It just seems kind of, you know, unfeasible or unpractical, maybe is the right word. So either way. Look, interested to see what comes out next week. Apparently, there's been rumors that there was a festival, and now people think it's not going to be a festival. I don't know exactly what's going on, but definitely interested to see it. But yeah, I don't know. New Skadi, not terrible. I'll be honest, on the initial impressions that I had from just playing some matches without Hell, did not like it at all. But obviously, Hell does make a huge difference. So either way, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys later.